Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative News Update. I'm your host, Nathaniel. Rajkumar. Today, I'm highlighting news from right here in Trinidad and Tobago. The government is actively considering plans to restart operations at the Pointe-a-Pierre Refinery. Stop planning and get it done. Driven by shifting global market dynamics and a rising international demand for refined products, there was always a need, even right here locally in Trinidad and Tobago. Energy and Energy Industries Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal confirmed that the possibility of reopening the facility is growing more realistic. We have been saying that for months now, Munilal. We don't want to hear about possibility. We want to see it get. We want to see that they get the job done. That's what needs to happen. With several foreign and regional entities expressing commercial interests. Speaking following the National Gas Company's 2025 financial presentation, Dr. Munilal explained that capacity constraints among major refiners in the U.S. Gulf Coast have significantly elevated the strategic value of available refining infrastructure that should have never been abandoned by the PNM. Yes, I understand that there were certain parts of the refinery that there were major issues with it, and then there were certain scandals that ended up costing the state a lot of money and compensation. I wouldn't mention what it was. People can go and do their own research. So I understand that. But sometimes all you need to do is just downsize if necessary. Downsize a company, restructure, get better management. But once again, the PNM cannot manage anything. I doubt they could even manage a playway boot. Far less for anything else. Playway boot really needs management and you take it. But anyhow, to capitalize on this demand, the government is engaging in preliminary discussions and data sharing processes with prospective investors from India, Saudi Arabia, Guyana, and Suriname. Guyana, definitely I will have confidence in. Saudi Arabia, yeah, well, they know they're really good at that. India, maybe. Suriname, maybe. The USA, definitely, and I did not see that name being mentioned there. The facility's geographic proximity to major regional oil producers, including Guyana, our closest regional ally at this point in time. I'm talking about diplomatically, I'm talking about Suriname and Venezuela. Further positions it as a practical hub for processing regional crude. Technical estimates suggest that with proper targeted investment, select units within the refinery complex could resume partial operations in as little as 6 months. Stop with the promises and get it done. Get it done. There's so much issues with this government. You see, the reopening of the steel plant was wonderful news. Let's get some more good news to actually report, please. So technical estimates suggest that with proper targeted investment, select units within the refinery complex could resume partial operations in as little as 6 months, with the range of refined products expanding incrementally over time. That's what you need to get done. Start it from small and then expand. That sounds like a plan. You have to get the plan into reality, people. Don't do like the PNM, just plan. PNM always has a plan, Always has a plan. You just don't know how to execute it. Despite the momentum, Minister Munilal emphasized that the government is taking a cautious approach by conducting rigorous legal and commercial due diligence. Operational health, safety, and asset integrity remain non-negotiable priorities in selecting a final partner. Yeah, but I already assessed the refinery itself, and I went and inspected it and saw that there are parts that could be reopened as long as certain upgrades and repairs and stuff are done on it. Authorities are carefully vetting the track record of all interested parties. But how long that taking, Munilal? Come on, man. I'm wasting time. Authorities are carefully vetting the track record of all interested parties to ensure high standards and prevent industrial accidents similar to past incidents in the energy sector, such as the Naikwan plant explosion. Oh, definitely. That's important. But come on, man. Come on. Months are talking about we waiting long. It's not the Christmas, people. This refinery should have reopened by Christmas. You know what kind of wonderful gift that is to the people of Trinidad and Tobago? Detailed talks with shortlisted groups are scheduled to continue in the coming days as official evaluations progress. Talk. Talk is cheap, Munilal. You want to see action.
And we believe that the Caribbean area now would see a greater interest and enthusiasm in refining. And as a result of that, we are happy to welcome investors who are coming to see the refinery and, importantly, to gather some data as well. So that's where we are now. And I anticipate that we will have a demand for refined products and the refinery. So we are working along with Guyana, Suriname, and of course with Venezuela that we have always had contact with. We have also indicated before that the refinery is now the hot topic, and we have much more interest now simply because the landscape of refining has changed. As you all know, the United States has now a serious concern about the supply of refined products given the prices there that the ordinary citizen and resident in the U.S. pays. So because of that, the Gulf Stream refiners have been asked to produce more, but there is a capacity issue. Because we believe that there are one or two plants in that refinery that will take, with proper investment, could take 6 months and then make the products available, and you could expand the range of products as you go along. As you all know now, this is now the flashpoint of the planet in terms of oil production because our neighbors are high producers, both Guyana and Venezuela. And Suriname, of course, has exciting news with their gas find. This thing requires a really important legal and commercial process, and we have gone through the process. And in a few days, we will have a chat with a few interested parties. We have been talking since last year. I mean, I've met groups in India, in Guyana, Suriname, who have expressed interest in the refinery. In fact, we have some interest by an entity out of Saudi Arabia as well. So that we have received all. And the people we meet are very, very clear on the importance of health and safety. And they look at our record and we look at their record. So it is not one way with health and safety. We want to ensure that the players have an outstanding record in health and safety, and they want to ensure that the refinery itself, the asset integrity is considered strongly, and that they do the requisite work on the associated installations to ensure that we will not have a Nikon situation. The other exciting news, of course, is that Touchstone Exploration has indeed indicated to us that they have, as a result of an improved financial position and as a result of the approval process that we have introduced via the Energy Hub, they have been able to increase the production of gas, and now they have been able to work on oil production as well.
Weather report for Trinidad and Tobago on Monday, August 24, 2026. On Monday, August 24, 2026, Trinidad and Tobago is expected to experience partly cloudy to cloudy conditions with a high temperature of 30 degrees Celsius and a low of 24 degrees Celsius, accompanied by a light presence of mild Saharan dust. The morning will start off fair, but cloud cover will build from late morning through the afternoon, bringing a few light to moderate showers and a medium chance of an isolated heavy shower or thunderstorm. In the vicinity of heavy showers or downpours, gusty winds are likely and localized street or flash flooding may occur. Sea conditions will remain moderate with open water waves peaking around 1.5 meters. Individuals sensitive to air quality changes should take necessary precautions due to the mild haze from Saharan dust.
Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news update. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay blessed and stay safe most of all. In Jesus' name.